Welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with K Montes Art Studio. Join me as I paint this folk art style cheese board and have AI answer some of my questions. So I've been diving into a lot of the products that I purchased a while back from an art haul, and I am super excited to finally get some of these things painted. So while I paint them, join me for a little chat. I have been really interested in this Chat GPT to see if it could create YouTube scripts for me, and I inputted a question that was very specific to my career and my life. And so the question is, what is it like being an artist on YouTube and having a job as an interior designer and being a professor? So the way it answered the question was actually quite interesting. It didn't combine everything as one, which I was looking for, but it did break it down. It gave the definition of each of the job descriptions, and it gave pros and cons. With the exception of the professor, it only gave one pro, or it gave pros and no cons. So I'm just really impressed by the answer that it gave. It's a pretty long one, so I'm going to attempt to read it, and I'm going to give you my feedback to see if I agree. Being an artist on YouTube while having a job as an interior designer and being a professor can be a rewarding and fulfilling experience, but it can also be challenging and demanding. Here are some aspects of each role and how they might interact. An artist on YouTube. Being an artist on YouTube allows you to showcase your creativity and show your art with potentially large audiences. It can be an exciting platform to connect with fans, receive feedback, and even monetize your content through ads and revenues and sponsorship or merchandise sales. The pros. Creative expression. YouTube provides a platform for you to explore your creative, artistic vision, experiment with different techniques, and create content that resonate with your audience. Bullet point 2. Reach and exposure. YouTube has a massive user base, offering you the opportunity to share your artwork with a wide audience and potentially gain a dedicated following. Interacting with viewers. Bullet point 3. Engaging with your viewers through comments, live chats, or social media can be rewarding as it allows you to connect with your audience and receive direct feedback on your work. The cons. Bullet point 1. Time and effort. Consistently producing high-quality content on YouTube can be time-consuming and require significant effort, especially if you're juggling other responsibilities like your job and teaching. Bullet point 2. Competing and competition and algorithms. YouTube is highly competitive. It is a highly competitive platform, and it can be challenging to stand out among the vast amount of content being uploaded daily. Understanding and adapting to YouTube's algorithms and trends can be crucial for gaining visibility. Pressure and criticism. Bullet point 3. Being an artist on a public platform means subjecting your work to public scrutiny. Dealing with negative comments or criticism can be emotionally taxing and may require developing a thick skin. I mean, wow. How on point were those bullet points? Um, wow. I don't know. It's creepy. I think it's weird. So Bree and I were actually typing in different questions. So those answers felt like they were being pulled from blogs or other places that, we were asking for recipe things and different sort of generic Google search. But I think the YouTube thing is pretty generic. I think a lot of the things that they pulled from could be put together from various Google searches. So it's not like a surprise that it said that. But when we get into the other stuff, it's a little interesting because I just realized that it does start to tie in some of the artistic things that I do. But let's dive into the other ones. Interior designer. As an interior designer, you'll have the opportunity to create functional and aesthetically pleasing spaces for clients. Your job may involve collaborating with clients, understanding their needs and preferences, developing design concepts, selecting materials, furnishings, and overseeing and executing the project. Pros. Bullet point 1. Creativity and problem solving. Interior design allows you to apply your aesthetic skills and creativity to create visual appealing and functional spaces. It involves problem solving to address clients' requirements and design challenges. Bullet point 2. Client interaction. Working directly with clients can be fulfilling as you help them bring their vision to life and create spaces that meet their needs and reflect their personality. Bullet point 3. Variety and project diversity. Each project is unique, offering a diverse range of design opportunities. You may work on residential, commercial, or hospitality projects, ensuring that your work remains fresh and exciting. Cons. Bullet point 1. Deadlines and pressure. Interior design projects often have tight deadlines, and managing multiple projects simultaneously can be demanding. You'll need to effectively balance your time and resources to meet client expectations. Bullet point 2. Coordination and collaboration. Interior design involves working with various professionals such as architects, contractors, and suppliers. Coordinating and communicating with these stakeholders can sometimes be challenging. Bullet point 3. Market competition. The interior design industry can be highly competitive, and attracting clients may require effective marketing, networking, and building a strong portfolio. I tried my hardest not to laugh while reading some of these. Some of these cons were like the most accurate statements I've ever heard. They definitely pulled a lot of this information from previous sources. Like, there's no way that this is reading so accurately, like down to the type of designs, like residential, commercial, hospitality, to knowing that we work with architects, contractors, and suppliers. There's definitely research that's being plugged into these AI readers. I am very impressed. Let's just say that much. But I think this one This next one is also quite interesting, and it's even more interesting that there's no cons. So let's jump into it. Professor. Being a professor in the field of art or design allows you to share your knowledge and expertise with students. You'll have the opportunity to teach classes, mentor aspiring artists and designers, conduct research, and contribute to the academic community. The pros. Bullet point 1: sharing knowledge and mentorship. Teaching gives you the chance to inspire and guide the next generation of artists and designers. Seeing your students grow and succeed can be immensely rewarding. Bullet point 2: intellectual stimulation. Engaging in research and staying up to date with the latest development in your field can keep you intellectually stimulated and connected with the broader academic community. Bullet point 3: professional networking. As a professor, you can build connection with colleagues, industry professionals, and visiting artists or designers. This networking can open doors to collaborating opportunities or enhance your own aesthetic practice. How interesting is the connection between artist and designer in that statement? I only mentioned it as an art YouTuber and mentioned me being an interior designer. So I'm assuming that it's making an assumption that I am a professor in both of these fields. So that could be the reason that it combined the artist and designer, just the whole statement of next generation artists and designers is very interesting. I did not mention anything about my nonprofit or working with my students in high schools and elementary schools and grade schools. So to know that it is immensely rewarding, it's hilarious to me. I think it's kind of cool. In my opinion, I think this whole sort of AI new technology is cool. At the same time, I'm really hoping that they're giving credit to either the writer, the blogger, the musician. I've heard like different artists getting plagiarized in voiceovers, or I'm not sure what that one is called, but it would be nice if they had references like we pulled from this article, or we noticed that we got these, we inputted such and such as art, or I don't know. I think it would be cool if they would advance to that level of giving credits to the articles that they input and that they're pulling from. So that's the only issue that I have with this. Other than that, I think it's an interesting technology. I think it could, help with things like YouTube scripts and creating interesting conversation for podcasts. But the copying of the arts and doing all the weird things with art is, I don't know. But stay tuned for my next video because I'm actually going to use AI to see if I can replicate the AI in a digital format and in a traditional format. So if you like these chatty videos, let me know in the comments below. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.